again, I'll conclude by referring or deferring to Caltrans in the final requirement. We have a condition in the resolution that says that the deceleration area and the driveway will meet Caltrans requirements. Okay? And if Caltrans says they need 12 feet, 12 feet cannot be accommodated in width within the site without losing parking. You can go a little bit longer. You can't meet 246 feet, but you can get to you can get almost to the intersection. You don't want to go into the intersection because that has a whole other set of issues going on with crossover traffic.
Okay. Reasonable segue into my third be careful what you wish for category. I want to talk a bit more about the deceleration, and that was a great presentation. I understand deceleration versus widened shoulder much more. I'm leery of letting Caltrans design Sepulveda for us. So I'm trying to figure out, we've heard a lot of residents in favor of going for the big, huge deceleration lane, or maybe it's a long widened shoulder. I'm curious if you see any evidence, circumstantial or otherwise, of the be careful what you wish for. To me, and I'm thinking of when we get north and we start going into El Segundo and we widen out to whatever that is, 4 or 5 lanes, and the point put in that huge extra lane, you can really take off. So if you were to put in, if we were to say, yeah, let's do the 246, 236 foot long deceleration lane, does that maybe exacerbate the problem? And now I come off, I'm coming down, I see 8th, and now it looks like I've got 4 lanes instead of 3.
Yeah. The more you widen the street, it's human behavior. The more you widen the street, the faster they're going to go. The wider you have the lanes, the faster they're going to go. If you hold it to 10 feet wide, they're going to tend to go slower. It's faster in the northbound direction next to El Pollo Loco and the Crimson Hotel because the street is wider there. And you've got the speed awareness sign that's there too, and we track that speed. It's wider. You're absolutely right. Now, a small section of widened shoulder is going to have more benefit than detriment because you're going to, the safety and the added safety of being able to make safer right turns, it will override the incremental increase in speed that it might generate.
Okay.
You don't want to go too long also, because if you go 246 feet, which also means 246 means you have to buy the property to the north of 8th Street, you get into crossover problems at the intersection. People trying to get into a right turn pocket versus people coming out of 8th Street. That in itself is an accident. It increases the accident potential.
So how did you come up with I don't know what the dimension is. We have 90 feet now or something like that?
It's 110 feet.
How did we come up with 110 feet versus
110 feet was proposed, actually I think it was a little bit smaller, but was proposed by the applicant on their own as a goodwill measure and as a helpful measure for that driveway. From a city standpoint, you can decelerate within the travel lane before you get to the right turn pocket. So the right turn pocket is only for the last 10 or 15 miles an hour that you need to slow down to. And there's no stacking from this driveway. If you're going to a mall or you're going to a parking structure that serves 1,000 cars, yeah, you're going to want that lane longer for stacking people waiting to get into the driveway. So you can go with a minimum. Most of our left turn pockets in the city are about 60 feet long, and they go up from there depending on how much stacking we expect.
Okay, and the acceleration lane that's been discussed, proposed, what's your opinion on the acceleration lane?
It won't do much.
Why do you say that? Doesn't seem like a bad idea.
Well, the right turning traffic by law has to yield to all other traffic that's on Sepulveda Boulevard. You have to wait for your gap in traffic in order for you to enter into the lanes. The gap in traffic comes several different times. It's either when there's all the traffic flow has gone through, or the signal turns red at 8th Street. And so you have adequate gap to get out.
Okay. I'm good. You look tired.
No,